Hi, this is DrFrankLayman. I want to thank you for joining me and I want to welcome you again. I also want to wish you a very happy new year. I hope this year holds everything in store for you that you're looking for. I love this time of the year. It's a time of renewal, of letting go of the past and preparing for a better future. Every day is an opportunity to improve, grow, and develop. But there is something about this first quarter of a new year. We celebrated it. We brought the new year in with great hopes and expectations. We all were looking forward to it. Why? Because it's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for a new beginning. But things won't change if we don't design them to change. And they won't be positive if we don't have the right mindset for a positive outcome. Hope is great, and I advocate it, but hope is not a standalone strategy. So we need more than that. We all sat and made our resolutions. Let's turn those resolutions into goals. And if you didn't make any resolutions or goals, now's the perfect time to do it. But let's think critically about them. The emotion of the celebration is only going to last so long. It's going to fade. So let's have something objective we can really build on for this year. So what I like to do in my business or my personal life is I like to have time that's set aside for strategic planning. And in my strategic planning session, the very first thing I do is reflection. I look at my hits and I look at my misses. And I don't look at my misses in a way to be critical of myself. I look at my misses in an objective way to see if I can't refine my approach and see if I can come closer to hitting the target this year. And that's what I like for you to do. Reflect on what you did good last year. Do more of that. And on the bad, let's see if you can't refine it and make it better. And then I come to peace with whatever my shortfalls were. And the only thing that's left is just the objectivity of how I'm going to make them better. And then I start setting my goals. I review my goals from last year, get rid of ones I've met. Those that I didn't meet, I review and see if I'm still interested in meeting them. And then I usually set new goals. I set goals that are smart. So SMART goals are specific, measurable, attainable, relevant, and time-bound. This is a great approach to goal setting. And for me, I like to set long-term goals, then look at my long-term goals, break them down into component parts, and set short-term goals so they align. I then look at all my goals and I start creating timelines and action plans so that I can look at myself anywhere during the year and see if I'm on the right timeline and if my approach is helpful or if I need to refine it. And then I always like to set some goals that are just a stretch. They're very difficult, and just by the sheer resistance of them, I'm going to build myself. I'm going to build myself in strength and advance myself just by the difficulty of a challenge. And then I even set bigger goals. I call them the bigs. Big, intrepid goals. Not always meant to be reached, but just the strain of reaching for them helps me to grow and develop, helps me to become better. So I set my goals, I create an action plan, and then I start motivating myself. Motivation is a key. If we don't sustain it, we will fade in our resolve. And that's the biggest thing to reaching some goals. You just got to hang in there. You got to keep working for them. Forgive your past, engage in your present, and prepare for your future. And that's the great time about this year. That's exactly what we should be doing. Let the hardships of the past harden your resolve and not your heart. And I like what Louis Zamperini said. Even at my age, I'm trying to improve. Never give up, no matter what. Even if you get last place. It's the triumph of just trying. And when you get knocked down, because you will get knocked down, be determined to rise and never relent. Let your mind go of the things that are weighing it down and allow it to gather to it all those things that will elevate you. Every night will break and open to the glorious rapture of the dawn's open arms. Yeah, storms have a time period, and then they'll expire. Now, what you do during that storm matters. Are you going to work, or are you going to cover up? We're going to work. We're going to have the resolution to get through these barriers and get to where we want to be. Getting through a barrier, I learned a long time ago, is about understanding the barrier's weakness, and it's about understanding your strength. There's always a way up, around, or through. You just have to be mindful enough to figure that out. Accustomed to long journeys, I've seen disappointment, but I developed endurance from it. My will won't be worn for the travel. It is being built by the experiences, good and bad. They line my soul and reinforce its will, which protects my fragile heart from seeking the weakness of surrender. I'll never surrender, and I'll never relent. And that's why I'm very likely to reach my destination. I'll reach my goals, and I hope the same for you. I hope your daily self-development is going the way you hope, and I hope your path moves in the direction you seek, and that maybe someday our paths converge. Thank you for joining me, and until next time, thank you.